Hey guys, here's Rusty out in the middle of nowhere. It's about, I don't know, 7 a.m. maybe, Mountain Standard Time, temperature 50-ish, somewhere in there. And I'm at the BLM campsite off of County Road B, as in boy, B90, near Socorro, New Mexico. It's about 11 miles north off of I-25. And this is May the 23rd, 2017. It's a beautiful day here in the desert. And there is Casa Blanca, the White House. Got up this morning, got all my ablutions done, whatever that means. And I'm just out for a short walk. It's a beautiful morning, and I have to tell you, there's not a soul here. Not a soul. I mean, I hope I'm not trespassing. I may have missed the turn, gone on some guy's ranch. I don't know. I mean, these roads just wander everywhere out here. But anyway, I was here all day, let's see, I got here about noon yesterday, I guess. And I haven't seen a car or heard a car or anything. So you would have to say it's private. But me and old Shaky Jake are out for a walk this morning. And last night I was laying there. I could barely hear the traffic from I-25. And I was thinking about all the things we do to make a living, and that's the way it is. We're like a big ant bed. But another thing I thought of is whenever we go traveling, like even me and my camper top, one of the things that we want are all of our creature comforts, and we want our environment at home, we want it with us. And to accomplish that, you have to buy a Prevost motorhome for $1 million, pretty much. But then, the more you accomplish the sameness of being at home, the more you lose the flavor of the camping trip. Of course, that's just for me. Now, you guys, everybody has different views on these things. But here I am in the middle of nowhere, pooping in a bucket and peeing in a plastic container when I'm inside. But when I'm outside, Mother Nature gets a free rein. But it seems like the less you have, the more you have out here. I really have to say that. It's just beautiful out here. You hear the desert birds every now and then. Of course, I've seen several lizards. Thank goodness I haven't seen a rattlesnake yet. Not really looking forward to that. But I mean, this is my view, guys. This is the reward for, I guess you'd have to say, roughing it. I mean, I can pan around here and you're not going to see anything. I mean, why do I avoid the national parks and state parks and all that sort of thing? I really don't know. I don't have anything against them. I think they do a wonderful job. There's the White House again, Casa Blanca. But anyway, the sun rose this morning and I got to watch it rise and I got to watch it set. And the stars were bright. It was a beautiful night. Hey, I got to write that down. But so whenever, I don't know, I'm not going to say what anybody should do, but one of the things they might consider is before they buy that expensive home-like RV, whether it's a travel trailer or a motorhome, doesn't matter. Try something simple, Try something really simple and see. I wished I'd have done this first. I do. I never even thought of it though. See, and I know that's where most people are. They're not thinking of this. They're locked in on getting a travel trailer and going to see the USA. I don't know if this little desert tree is in bloom, but I think it is. We'll go look at it. Because there is a fragrance in the air, and I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, this is in bloom. It sure is. It's got blooms all over it. I'm not sure what kind of plant this is. I'm not really a desert specialist, but you can see those beautiful blooms all over this thing. Isn't that beautiful? No charge. And they do have a, smell, they have a pretty good fragrance. I'm not sure what that is. But see, that's a reward right there. I just love stuff like this. Of course, a lot of people aren't interested in this. You know, they want to go four-wheeling and racing around in the desert and doing all that crap. You know, I don't really care about that. I don't care about watching anything. You know, then there's people that are concerned about having television reception while they're traveling. I did it one time. I had a satellite dish. But I got to tell you, for me now at age 71, this is camping. Here's another little bloom over here. I mean, it's just full of blooms. I mean, if you look around, you see all kind of things. See, here's another one right here. Isn't that pretty? Here, look at this little purple guy over here. I'll get in here close. See that? And isn't that amazing? That plant right there, that's creosote. But here we go on my morning walk, guys. I'm trying not to shake old Shaky Jake too much. That's my camera's name when I go walking, Shaky Jake. But if you're into rock hunting, there's a few rocks here. This road here, I would consider an all-weather road. In other words, if it rained pretty heavy, you could probably still get out, but it's not gonna rain out here, folks. It's really not. There's another one of those trees. All those little trees are in bloom. Isn't that wonderful? I thought about moving my site today, and that's what I'm kind of walking around here for. I mean, this whole area that you're looking at, this is all BLM, Bureau of Land Management land, and you just find you a place and park. That's it. And you can see where people have parked before. Ooh, almost did a backflip there because I wasn't watching where I was going. I want to see what this mound is here. You know, they say curiosity. Now, this is where you run into old Mr. Rattler out here. Old Mr. Rattles. Another thing you can see, this soil is really soft. And so you can see all kind of little footprints in it. And I was walking around this morning doing one of my favorite things, trying to figure out what made that print. I didn't see Bigfoot, though. Huh, this is interesting. This is probably a shooting range thing. Well, here's a footprint, human. One. Few. Now there's some more. Somebody else decided to come up here. Let's see if I can get up this little hill, guys, without falling on my hiney. This old soil is really loose. Well, I got up here. Now what am I going to do? I guess stand here. Well, you don't want to go much farther. Oops. The next step is your last one. Well, anyway, this looks like a good old wash right here. Whenever it floods, it cleans this out pretty good. See that? But anyway, whenever you're traveling, for me, just seeing that flowering tree or whatever is nice. But you can't come to this. I think a lot of people are scared of this because they feel like it's dangerous, and maybe it is. I don't know. I have never had a problem with anybody or anything out here. Doesn't mean I won't. But from somewhere in New Mexico, I'm crawling along here. This will be another one of my viral videos. I do a lot of those, I hope y'all have noticed. But you know, it's amazing. I wished I could give you the whole flavor of this because you can't. I don't know if you can hear that desert bird. Maybe if I'd shut up. I just love it. You think there's nothing out here because it doesn't look like anything could live. This thing is totally alive, man, totally. All kind of wildlife, everything's struggling for water. Well, I guess I'm stuck on this hill. Now that I've climbed it, I have to figure out a way to get down. I've done that before. What a beautiful view, guys. I'll pan around slowly. Somebody told me to slow down when I pan around, so I'll do that. Let me do this. Give you a little zoom. And I'll give you a slow pan around. That's facing the southwest, or southeast. Southeast. You can probably see the cars moving maybe on Interstate 25. Going to pan around directly into the sunlight. There's the White House down that way. That's due east. Now we're heading a little towards the north. But it is nice, guys. And when it's cool like this in the mornings and the wind is just light like this is when you got to be in the desert, man. But when the wind's blowing 50 miles an hour and the dust is up in your nose and your eyes, not much fun. But it happens. And that's one of the things that happens when you're camping. But now you have seen this, and I'll be moving on to, I'm thinking about going towards Grants tomorrow, Grants, New Mexico, and going up, I think it's pronounced Malpais. It's a BLM campground there, and I'll stay there for a few days and then go over towards Flagstaff and probably make one stop on the way for a few days. And that's the beauty of this trip for me, is I'm in absolutely no hurry. And that, that's another thing for you RVers out there, or no matter how you're camping. It's hard sometimes to slow yourself down. All right, guys, you're going to see me go down this hill here. Now, if this camera all of a sudden points straight up at the sky, it's not because I'm giving you a shot of the blue sky. It's because I fell on my ass. Oh, here we go, guys. Hang on. Come on, sure feet. Hang on. Okay, 13s, hold me up. The side part of it, or the downside of coming down one of these little old hills out here, is the rocks are, the ground is so, the soil is so soft that your feet sink in and you just slide. Here's some more flowers over here. Let's go look at them. Here's some little guys. Get out of the way, Rusty. Right there. And these guys lost all their stuff. Let's go over here and I'll show you this and then I'll end this video. But this is the kind of videos you're going to get, guys. I'm not all that creative. Here's something blooming over here that I just have to see. Here's some right here. Can you see these? These little purple blooms? See, everything out here is blooming. There's some little bitty ones down here. But it's just beautiful out here, guys. I mean, this is like... But here's a show-off over here. This thing is just screaming, look at me, look at me, look at me. Well, aren't you pretty this morning? You got all dressed up just for me, huh? Oh, golly, it's rough out here, isn't it? Well, anyway, I'm going to go exploring today. Exploring. I call it exploring. Where? I don't just wander around here. I'm just going to wander around out here in this desert all day. But I'll stay on the road most of the time. Those are pretty little old purple blooms here. I don't know what this thing is. That is a beautiful little plant. What a beautiful color. Interesting. And here's a tire. This tire probably goes back to the 1900s early. I wouldn't move it, but somebody's living there. It is a Goodyear, see that? It's 4-ply. It's a 5.90, 5.9 something, 5.915. In case you need one, you know where to get one. All right, guys, I've bored you enough. Well, not really. Maybe some of y'all enjoy this. I do. But from the desert north of Socorro, New Mexico, this is Rusty 78609 saying, thumbs up, adios, bye-bye, buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 quarts a day won't hurt you. You may TT like a racehorse or a 2 or 3 peckered possum, but you'll feel a hell of a lot better. Take deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose and deep, and breathe out through your mouth. Several times a day. Several times a day. I'm going to go climbing over all. In fact, I may drive around a little bit this morning. Might do that. The problem is on these roads, you can easily get turned around out here. As long as you can see or hear Interstate 25, you can find your way back. But anyway, take deep breaths. Stretch, walk, keep your health, because the adventure continues in Casablanca. Adios, amigos. Vaya con Dios. Hasta luego. Bye-bye.